Ayan po, Direk. First of all, congratulations po sa bago niyong movie that will be
Thank
showing
you.
on December
Thank you. Ano
4.
pangalan mo, Iho?
Jayco po from TikTok and
Jayco.
yeah,
Jayco.
TikTok and Facebook. First of all, congratulations po dito. Napakaganda nung kwento because we've seen the trailer po
Thanks,
firsthand, no?
Jayco. Thank
And
you.
my initial reaction was grabe, iba po talaga
Thank you.
sa mga nilalabas niyo pong pelikula, and lalo na dito sa VMX. How was it po? Yung reception namin is very grabe, iba.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ayun po. Working with the two lead cast, how were they po? Kamusta po sila?
Ay, mataas ang respeto ko sa mga VMX artists. Kasi it takes a lot of daring to do what they're doing. And that deserves respect, number one. Number two, itong dalawang to they take their work seriously. Mga bata pa sila, pero seryoso sila sa trabaho nila. And the least I can do as their director is to help them not just make a good film, but look at the craft as sa tamang perspektibo. Diba? Yun ang pwede ko itulong sa kanila. Hindi lamang paggawa ng pelikula, kundi kung paano ang pananaw sa trabaho at ano ang pananaw sa craft. At ang magagawa mo lang yon para sa pamamagitan ng pagpapakita sa kanila na sa paggawa ng pelikula, walang aspeto ang pwede na. Like ko sinasabi yun sa kanila sa set ko, lahat na maganda pinaghihirapan. Nothing good comes easy. If it's easy, there's something wrong. Yun ang madalas sabihin sa akin ng una kong naging director, si national artist Ishmael Bernal. Sa set ko, walang pwede na. Alam nila yon. At mas natutuwa ako kasi ina-appreciate nila yon. So, like kung sinasabi sa kanila na it all begins with the proper mindset. Pag tama ang mindset mo, lahat ng mahirap kayang gawan ng paraan. Hindi siya magiging madali, pero may paraan. At ang magiging mas mahusay kung yung paraan na yon ay collaborative. Pelikula yan eh. Walang solo-solo dyan, lahat collaborative. Tapos kung paano sila natuturuan, papaano mas bigyan ng halaga ang damdamin. Mahalagang naghahanda, mahalagang nag-iisip, di ba? Mahalagang you prepare for everything. Lahat yun nangyayari bago mag-shooting.
Yes.
Pag nasa shooting ka na, pag nasa set ka na, ang assumption, like yung sinasabi sa kanila, ang assumption nun, handa tayo. So, ang kailangan na lang natin, igiya natin lahat ng mga pinaghandaan natin para magbukas ang puso natin. Tapos, let the process take its course. Diba? It's all about what is inside. Tapos na yung what is up here. Dapat naisip na natin lahat yun sa diskusyon. Pag umaarte ka na, pag sinasabi ko ng ready, and pa lang dapat handa ka na, action, ibuga mo na yan, di ba? Ano yan? Hindi lang yan basta isip, mas kuha na yon, mas instinct, mas gut, mas sensitivity, more than, mas heart, more than mind.
Yes.
And dahil mga bata sila at mga bago sila, they're very willing and they're very cooperative. Hindi nila laging nakukuha, pero dahil ando doon yung mindset at ando doon yung intent, nararamdaman mo na directionally tama. Ang kailangan na lang hulmahin para maging mas siksik. Ganun naman talaga ang proseso. Diba? Ganun naman talaga. So yeah, I enjoy, kahit naman noon nag-enjoy ako makipagtrabaho sa mga artista na mga bago at di ko kilala as long as alam nila yung pinapasok nila. Diba? As long as handa sila to put in the hard work. Hard work is very important.
Yun na nga, direct, no? Sinabi nyo nga po yung mga nakatrabaho nyo rin before, na first time nyo rin nakatrabaho. Speaking of this, yung Alakdana ni Alden Richards.
Oo, yeah.
Kamusta po yung working with him, na baguhan pa lang siya and look at his now?
Oo, yeah. Kahit nung nag-audition pa lang si Alden noon, malaking bagay yung attitude eh. At noon audition, malinaw, attitude counts a lot. Kasi ang craft yan eh, you learn it. You learn craft, di ba? Kung may talent ka, the learning process becomes easier.
Alam mo ba,
Acquired yan eh. Craft yan eh. You can acquire it. You can learn it. Importante tama ang mindset.
nung dinirect mo siya direct, alam mo ba na parang he will go?
Yeah. Nararamdaman ng director yun eh. Nararamdaman ng director. Kahit na kahit di pa umaarte, kahit tingin pa lang, may
potential.
May nararamdaman mo yun eh. Basically, nakikita mo yun sa mata eh. Malaking bagay ang mata. Ang mata talaga di nagsisinungaling yan.
Mga direct, syempre ikaw yung nakaunang dinirect siya and then he's now superstar because of you din. Dahil nga syempre tinulungan niyo rin siya.
Mabait naman, mabait si Alden eh.
Alam kong itatanong nyo yan, so sasagutin ko. The very reason na it took Ricky and I a long while bago makapag-isip ng konsepto, kasi pareho namin gusto ang Burlesque Queen ni Vilma Santos. Palagay ko, isa to sa pinakamagandang pelikula noong 1970. At nung Metro Manila Film Festival noong 1977, judge si Ricky nung nag-Best Picture at Best Actress, si Vilma para sa Burlesque Queen. At first year college ako sa UP, hangang-hanga ako, gandang-ganda ako sa pelikula ni Celso at Castillo. So nung binanggit ni Boss Vic sa amin na let's do a film na para kay Yen Dorano, na parang Burlesque Queen. Matagal kaming nag-isip ni Ricky kasi we didn't want it na maging kadikit o malapit sa Burlesque Queen. In deference to Celso At and to everybody who worked on Burlesque Queen kasi ang ganda-ganda ng pelikulang yon. So, finally, after several months, pagtapos ng mahabang brainstorming, nakaisip si Ricky ng isang kwento, idea. Tapos dinevelop niya. Nung natapos yung kwento, kwento niya sa akin. Tapos masaya siya. Sabi niya, Mac, okay na to, okay to, okay itong pelikulang to, okay to. Hindi siya Burlesque Queen, malayo siya, pero kwento ng burlesque dancer. So okay akong gamitin na gawin natin title yung Burlesque Dancer. Kasi confident siya na malayo, na it can stand on its own, na hindi siya maihahambing. Tapos, sa brainstorming namin, sabi namin na ilagay natin yung pangalan ng bida, Celestina Burlesque Dancer. So yun yung evolution. It has nothing to do with the film. Pareho namin gusto ni Ricky yung Burlesque Queen ni Celso at Castillo. Gandang-ganda kami pareho sa pelikula. We did not want to touch that in deference to ganda ng pelikula. Is it okay to say na inspired siya? Lahat ng magandang pelikula na-inspire ang mga mahilig sa pelikula. But it does not in any way have any reference to Burlesque Queen. We were very, very careful about that.
Direct follow-up sa iyo. Discovery mo sa dalawang stars mo.
Pareho ko na silang nakatrabaho eh. Bago ito, sabi ko kay Boss Vic, kung gagawa tayo ng pelikula kay Yen, pwede ko ba siyang makatrabaho sa isa pa munang pelikula para makita ko how it is to handle her. So we did a film together before, and mas nakilala ko siya doon. And because of that film, mas nakahanap ako ng paraan para paano maibagay sa kanya yung role ng Celestina. Because Ricky and I wrote it with Yen in mind. So malinaw na malinaw yon na tailor-made sa kanya yon. Sa process ng pagsusulat, nagkaroon ng isang character si Rosalinda, which was very, very important. Na-meet ko si Christine nung creative produce ng isang pelikula ni Jerry Sineneng para sa Viva Max. Ang title ay Rita. Nagustuhan ko. Gustong-gusto ko si Christine Bermas dun sa Rita. So, nung casting, sinabi ko sa Viva na kung pwede, yung gaganap na Rosalinda ay si Rita. pumayag naman sila, natuwa ako na pumayag si Christine. So, kumusta sila? They were very good. They play very good friends in the film. Very good friends with a different kind of relationship. Iba ang pinanggagalingan nila at iba ang gusto nilang puntahan. Pero magkaibigan sila. Ang pelikula ay nagsimula bago maggera. Pataas ang vaudeville. Bago mag-Second World War. May mga Hapon na sa Pilipinas, pero wala pang gera. Matatapos yung pelikula na nagsimula na ang gera. So, yun ang kwento niya. Tapos, meron lang akong gustong idagdag. Merong 2 roles dito na importante na Japanese. Tapos, pinakiusap ko sa Viva, kay Boss Vic, na sana wag tayong mag-racial appropriation. So, kung pwedeng humanap talaga tayo ng totoong Japanese actors. So, naghanap kami ng Japanese actors na nasa Pilipinas at nag-audition kami ng Japanese actors na nasa Tokyo. So, ang nangyari was, yung isang role ng Hapon, bagay na bagay dun sa isang nag-audition sa Pilipinas. So, kinast namin siya. Tapos, yung isang role ng Hapon na lover ng character ni Christine Bermas, bumagay dun sa nag-audition from Tokyo. So, we flew that actor in, nag-shooting siya, para lang sa pelikula, tapos bumalik na siya sa kwan. So, ganun ka extensive ang research, extensive ang casting. It was such an exciting ang dynamics tsaka proseso. Exciting siya. At inikot, ang shooting niya ay mula Tanay hanggang sa gitna at dulo ng Bulacan. Para doon sa mga lumang bahay. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Thank you, Direk. Dapat 2 tanong lang, pero tatanungin ko itong 2 na lang. Isang common question na lang. Since Christine, nakatrabaho mo na si Direk before? First time?
First time.
First time. Okay. Ito na lang. Kasi I think first time kayo nagkasama sa movie, right?
Yes.
First time kayo nagkasama sa movie. Ito was Christine, yung first time with Direk. Discoveries. Anong mga na-discover nyo sa isa't isa? At anong preparasyon ang ginawa nyo for this movie? Thank you.
Well, for me, working with Yen, nung una, I approached her na before doing this project. Na kasi I really need yung bond namin together and to get to know this person. And nung una, nagkaroon kami ng like, we would go out together. Tapos sometimes we were like, nag-uusap kami about the film, if paano namin gagawin yung film. And syempre, period film siya, so nag-aral din kami, nag-research kami together. And we really helped each other para po dito sa film. And Sian, well, we always talk actually kapag may eksena kami together sa set, if do you think na much better na gawin ko to? Or like she would give me like an advice how to do it also, and sometimes hine-help niya ako if nag-i-struggle ako on that scene, which I do the same thing with her. And kay Direk Mac, wow, it's like I'm really grateful na naka-work, na naging director ko si Direk Mac. And maraming salamat Direk sa pag-trust sa akin on this project. And naniwala din si Direk sa kakayahan ko, and he would always tell us sa set kung ano yung dapat namin gawin, kung may kulang pa sa set. And si Direk, like, naniniwala talaga siya sa kakayanan namin ni Yen and me and ng ibang mga characters. So if ever na Direk wanted to do more, he would tell us what to do. Thank you.
For me, off the bat, for Christine, I really liked her energy. It was so easy to be with her. She had genuine and pure intentions, and I don't know, she's very happy. So that's contagious, which affects me as well. Ayun, I'd say she's a real friend. She's a true friend to me.
So you are.
Ayun, sa set, no problem talaga. As in, parang ang tagal ko na siyang kilala. Na it's like really meant to be na siya si Rosalinda of my life.
Actually, ganun talaga. Kasi sa story, parang yun na yung ginawa natin in real life.
Yeah, in the story, parang it's parallel our relationship in real life to the story. With Direct Mac naman, I worked with him in Ganti Ganti. Dun sa first naming project, naninibago ako syempre kasi suddenly it's different but in a good way. Like, biglang it's so serious. Ganun. I'm not saying that the previous movies that I did were not serious, pero dito ko naramdaman, kay Direct Mac ko naramdaman that I can be better, that I can really do this, ganun. So he really saw potential in me and he's very patient with me. And another thing that I respect about Direct Mac is that he's very honest and he's not afraid to tell you the truth. And I respect people like that kasi in a world full of lies, someone's gonna tell you the truth and not in a bad way. He pushes you in a way that will move you. So ayun, malaki yung respect ko kay Direct Mac because of that. Kasi actually not just to me, to everyone around him. So for him to be proud of this movie says a lot, and saying yes to me, portraying Celestina, it really means a lot to me. Yeah, thank you, Direk.
Okay po. Thank you, Tita Aster. Maraming salamat po. That was very well said. Very well. Actually, I can attest to that, no? Masaya din po kasama din